Did you know that on this day in 1845 a 2,000-year-old vase was shattered into tiny pieces by a drunk at the British Museum? Oh my god, what happened? Was it an accident? Did they manage to fix it? Was it lost forever? Let me tell you the story. The vase in question was the Portland vase, a little Roman two-handled jug known as an amphora if you want to be fancy. It was about 25 centimetres by 18 centimetres. It was made of blue-violet glass with white cameos on it. It was dated back to the 1st century BCE. Research into the technique used to make it suggest that it took 2 years of work to make it. It was excavated from the sarcophagus of Emperor Alexander Severus near Rome around 1582. I wonder at what point it stops being grave robbing. After about 2,000 years, apparently. So, let me paint the picture. It's 3:45 p.m. on the 7th of February 1845. William Lloyd had been on a week-long booze bender, and he was not his best self. In fact, he was suffering from acute paranoia, which is fair enough, give the lad a break. He went into the room where the Portland vase was displayed and did what that little voice in the back of all of our heads says when we're in a museum. He picked up a sculpted stone and he smashed the vase to 80 pieces of He was arrested, obviously, but due to a loophole his lawyer found, he was only charged with smashing the glass case that the vase was in. The punishment? A £3 fine, it's about £350 in today's money, or spend 2 months in jail. Since he and his family were broke, he remained in jail until his fine was paid by an anonymous benefactor. Intrigued, the British Museum hired an investigator who revealed that the true identity of William Lloyd was actually William Mulcahy, a student who'd gone missing from Trinity College in Dublin. The owner of the vase didn't bring a civil action against him because he didn't want him and his family to suffer for an act of folly or madness which they could not control. Which shows a heartwarming amount of empathy, doesn't it? That's so lovely. But what became of the vase? Well, insanely, it was pieced back together by the British Museum's restorer, John Doubleday. It was so well restored that the Gentleman's Magazine dubbed him the Prince of Restorers, and you can still see it today in room 70 of the British Museum. I bet you weren't expecting that because I know I wasn't, but what a lovely ending to a nail-biting tale. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Why not subscribe? And I'll see you tomorrow.